Today on the Boot Guide, we're going to explore two different techniques to getting rid of the waxy buildup on your heritage boots. Now for this demonstration, I'm going to be using two different boots, but both boots are made out of the exact same Horween Chrome XL leather. Not made from the same hide, of course, but the same process goes into making the leathers. Okay, for this demonstration, I'm using this pair of Cortlands. This is a Wolverine. This is a 1,000-mile Wolverine. This boot is out of the box and it is waxy. It's gray. It's no longer a black boot, it's a gray boot. So in order to show you what this Horween Chrome XL leather should look like, I'm using this Portage. This is a Thorogood 1892 Portage series with the cork sole with the Vibram heel. And this is Chrome XL leather that I buff all the time. See, where I take my boots on and off, I always keep a rag and a brush. So every time I get a chance, if I'm about to go out, if I'm putting these on for the day, I will give them a brush. So that's why the leather is always so shiny and buffed. Because, well, I'm basically cleaning these things as much as I possibly can because it's kind of my thing. I like to have my boots at least looking clean when I leave the house. So I don't experience the waxy buildup, but when you get these brand new Chrome XL boots, sometimes they've been sitting in the box for who knows how long. They could have been in there for 3, 4, a year. They could have been there for a full year just sitting in the box waiting for you to purchase them. So the wax in the boot is going to come to the surface and it's going to almost oxidize. There's actually a name for this process and I'm not 100% on what that name is, where the wax comes to the surface and it becomes white. Could be plumage, it could be something like that, but there is several ways to get rid of it. Now, my main way of always getting rid of waxy buildup on anything is the old-fashioned brush. So with a brush, you just sit there and you brush the wax on and off. So basically, through friction and heat, you're reapplying the wax. You're pushing it back into the leather. And at the same time, you're just giving the boot a nice buffing. You're getting those stitches clean. You're pushing out any dirt that should be inside the boot. And this is a really good way of doing it. This is a very simple and basic way, and this is just something that everybody can do. Now, there is one more way that actually involves a tool. And that's by heating the boot up with either a heat gun or a hair dryer. It is kind of a lengthy process to be heating your boot up with a hair dryer, but let's see how it looks. Let's give it a try. So I have a regular hair dryer here. Now I don't know what the heat is that this thing produces. I know it gets hot and it has 3 settings there. It has a low, medium, and high setting. I'm just gonna start this thing on high. I'm gonna put the fan on high. And we're just going to see what happens to the wax and actually the boot itself. I don't know. What do you guys think? Think there's a big difference there between the brush and heating the boot up? I can say one thing. Heating this boot up, this is the hot one, this is the cold one, that this leather has just softened up 50-fold. I mean, this is 50% softer than it was when we started. This one here, which is the hot boot, is much softer, much more pliable. And look at that leather. Look at the way that folds and moves and whatnot. And this leather, this Chrome XL is not hot. It's still very stiff. This feels very much like an old-fashioned Horween leather jacket right now. Nice, stiff, just very, very rugged. And this almost has a typical dress boot feel. It's floppy, it's soft. If you're going to heat your boots up and do that process, if you're going to use the hairdryer process in order to get the wax out of your boots, is once you heat them up and once you soften up that leather and you get the wax all done, make sure to put your boots on. Wear them. Put them on your feet and wear them for the next few hours. Because you've got that leather hot, you've got that boot all ready to go. Get it on your feet. Don't give it a chance to shrink back or recess back to an older shape and form. Let that warm leather kind of just form around your foot. So that was 2 techniques that I use in order to move the wax around on my black boots, especially my boots that are made out of the Horween Chrome XL leather. If you've ever used a heat gun or a hairdryer to move the wax around on your black boots in order to get that really nice finish, to get that shine happening, please comment below. Let guys know which instrument you used, and if maybe you just don't do it at all, if you just use the old-fashioned method of just brushing your boots. Hey, please don't forget to hit my subscribe button below. It really helps out. And remember, you can always follow me on Instagram and Twitter. If you're interested in more videos about boot care, please comment below. Let me know what it is you're interested in seeing, and let me see what I can do. Hey, if you've got any questions about how to take care of your boots or what to do if something should happen, feel free to always shoot me over an email and just pick my brain and see if I have any different answers or just answers to your questions. All right, until the next time, I'm the Boot Guy. Thanks a lot for watching.